fun day about wanting to look at the tape and see why the offense wasn't as efficient as you had hoped it would be. What'd you see when you looked at it?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we didn't stay ahead of the chains. We got in a couple second and extra long situations, third and long situations, and it's tough to be in those situations and convert and stay on the field. So, but at the end of the day, we did enough to win the game, and we're really excited to go down and play a good Minnesota Viking football team.
Carson, I'm sorry. The interception rate it's as low as it's been since you've been here. Is that an effort on your part? Like, are you consciously trying to be careful with the ball?
Yeah, hopefully we're not jinxing it or anything like that. But no, I feel confident. Dropping back. Going through my progressions quickly. Guys making plays. Feel really confident in the guys that we have out there that they're going to be where they need to be, and I can play on time. And so it's not something I'm like sitting here thinking, not going to put it in harm's way. That stuff's going to happen. So, but at the end of the day, I feel confident with what we're doing in the passing game.
Doug's touched on this, but if you guys don't have Deshaun Jackson back, at least for this week, how do you guys try to create that deep threat?
Yeah, we still feel we have the guys that are capable, without a doubt. Obviously, Deshaun's kind of his own type of player in that regard, but we still feel that we're capable of doing that, and we'll still attack down the field when it's there. But again, we're not going to force it just to make sure we do that. But when it's there, we're going to try and exploit it in different ways.
The completion rate has gone down too. Is that related to the interception rate going down, or are those two things related?
I don't know how you'd correlate those two. It's just part of the game, and I definitely something I want to improve on and keep getting higher for sure.
Developing the skill to go through your progressions rapidly, which you said you really think you've gotten a hold of or doing better at. Is there ever a possible downside to going too quickly through progressions? In other words, not giving a first option more of a chance, or like you're just going through the index cards?
Yeah, it's definitely a fine line, and by no means do I feel like I got it down by any means. We're always a work in progress, without a doubt. But without a doubt, there's times you rush through progressions, and there's times you hang on number one too long, and that's part of every football game. And defenses do a good job of disguising things and making it look like something else and reacting differently. So that's part of the game, though.
Do you self-scout yourself on that stuff? Say, hey, how am I doing in terms of the timing of that stuff?
For sure. It's something we always look at, and just being cognizant of getting to your check down and getting through progressions is something that we always look at and talk about.
Zach just talked about, for instance, on the touchdown you guys had this past game, that it was something that he had changed his route just a little bit because of the zero look, and he said that you saw it probably, but it's also something that you guys rep occasionally too. I'm trying to understand how much of those types of moments are practice, and how much of them are sometimes just the chemistry that you two have together?
Yeah, it's a fine line. It's some of it you practice, some of it you talk about, and some of it is just, I don't want to say common sense, but it's just two instinctual players, making a play, and he's just able to speed up his route and cut it a little short the way it worked, and he saw it as cover zero blitz, and obviously that's what it was. That's what I saw it as. So the chemistry on that for sure was there.
If you don't have that deep ball, and it's constantly taken away, and you're forced to go down the field 12, 13 plays at a time, what do you have to do to put together enough of those drives in a game?
Yeah, for one, take care of the ball. I know last year that's something we didn't do well against these guys. We were able to move the ball, and I thought we did a good job of that. But we got to just take care of the ball and stay ahead of the chains to be able to do that. But like you said, it can be hard to sustain long 12, 13-play drives, especially against a good defense. But if that's what it takes, that's what we're going to do.
The last two games since Dallas came back, Carson, you guys have used a lot of 12 personnel. Is it becoming a steady, big part of this offense, more so than just matchups against particular teams?
Yeah, you could say that. Without a doubt, getting Dallas on the field, both in the run game and what he can do in blocking, and if teams want to stay nickel to what we're putting out Tiger personnel. We're getting Dallas blocking a nickel sometimes, or Ertz blocking a nickel. Those are mismatches in the run game, but also we feel confident in the passing game that there's going to be mismatches across the board, and so that's something that when we have two special tight ends the way we do, that we can use them and use them effectively.
Carson, Nelly's had a little tough stretch here with a fumble, a couple drops. With a guy like that, when he's going through something like that, is Is it just business as usual? Do you talk to him? Is there anything you can do to help him through it?
I feel extremely confident in Nelly. I've felt extremely confident in him really since I got here, just because I know the type of person he is. I know how he understands the game. I know how hard he works, how badly he wants to be great, and I have a ton of confidence in him. And so it's something that you don't overdo it. You don't overdo it at all, and you just keep building him up. And again, I feel extremely confident going forward that he's going to make a lot of big plays for us this year.
Carson, why has Miles Sanders become such a comfortable target for you down the field?
I think it's just a credit to his ability out of the backfield and catching the ball, but just how explosive he is. And it's a mismatch when you can get him on a linebacker or get him on even a safety at times, or like we'd had in the game, a defensive end ended up running with him. So there are mismatches that we can try and take advantage of here and there. You don't want to overdo it, but I think it's just a credit to how explosive he is and the things he can do with the ball in his hands.
This is the closest you've ever played to home, closest you'll ever play to home. Are you expecting a big crowd coming from North Dakota this week?
Without a doubt. There's a lot of friends, family. This is 3 hours about from North Dakota, where I went from NDSU as well. And so without a doubt, there'll be a big contingency of family, friends, and everything, and excited that they'll get to see me play live.
How do you balance kind of wanting to spend time with him and see him and just kind of focusing on the game?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's really no time, especially when it's a noon football game. We get in, we have meetings, go to bed, wake up, and it's go time. And so I won't really get to see them. I'll make sure I get to see them in the off season and everything. But I know they'll have fun cheering me on.
A little bit of a different experience this time versus the last time you were there. And, any thoughts as to going back there now playing versus not?
No, it's just another regular season game.
Did you have a big contingency of friends and family there for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, definitely, like you said, it's the closest stadium to home, and so friends and family always travel well. They're always going to travel to playoff games and those big games like that. So yeah, they were there for sure.
Both Miles and Jordan have done a nice job with blitz pickup and pass protection. How has your confidence in them in that respect grown in these 5 games?
It's grown a ton. It's something that, during training camp, during, off-season workouts, you see that they mentally know what's going on, but it's another thing to go out there and physically pick up a blitzer and hit it right in the face and give me time and stuff. And so seeing them do that as effectively as they have, it gives me a ton of confidence that, if a different linebacker blitzes than what we're calling, like those guys are going to pick it up and I'm going to be able to stand in there and hang tall.
On the one that Jordan kind of got, I think it was Williams had kind of a free pass at the middle at you, and he kind of clipped him at the last second, but you also dipped. How much did that help you? Or did you?
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I'm assuming Jordan helped quite a bit. You watch it from behind. He definitely got him just enough to kind of push him off to the side. So that was a huge help.
Has the success in the red zone kind of made up for the fact that you guys haven't had a lot of balls downfield recently?
I don't know. Success in the red zone is something, whether we're able to capitalize on plays down the field or not, that we're going to always emphasize, and finishing drives in the end zone. And obviously, we're going to come away with 3 at times, but we want to score every time we're down there. It's hard to get down there, so we want to make sure we finish when we're down there. The big plays will come, those will happen, but we'll always emphasize scoring, getting in the end zone when we're down there.
Carson, what stands out as the biggest challenges for a quarterback going up against Mike Zimmer defense?
They're very complex. They do a lot of different things, different fronts, different blitz looks, and then at the same time, the personnel they have, a lot of good players and a lot of guys that are extremely knowledgeable in that defense. They've played together for a long time, and so they're able to disguise things and bluff things and bring pressures from different ways because they're all so in sync with how they're disguising it. So, that's a big thing, is just how complex they are, but the fact that they've all played together for a long time, it makes it tough.
You mentioned that it's hard to sustain the really long drives against a good defense. How can you make the offense a little more explosive? You just haven't really had that recently. It's something that you never want to force. You never want to force the issue. It's something, if the defense is giving us something, we're going to stay with it. Whether that's the ground game or the underneath passing, we're going to take shots when they're there. We had, I think, 2 chances last game, 2 big chances that we just missed. So they're there to be made, and we just got to make them when it comes up. But it's something that we're not trying to force the issue on that and almost go in panic mode saying we got to take a shot. We're just going to take what the defense gives us and try to stay ahead of the chains and move the ball. Individually, you're getting more balls batted now than you were earlier, and what do you think that might be about?
Is that true? I don't know. That's not a stat I look at a lot. I don't know. It's just part of the game.
I know
In
you're
the
not-
video the Packers game where you were mic'd up, there was a jump ball that you threw to Alshon, and then afterwards you went back to him and said, "Oh, I should have done this." What happened on that play?
And you're digging a couple weeks ago. Oh, it seems like forever at this point.
Well, I haven't had an opportunity. That came out after you spoke.
Yeah, no, it was just, I wish I would have just drove in, put it on him a little bit more, and, I could have helped him out.
So
I
you
know
still
you're not
wanted
one
the
to
back
consume-
shoulder there. You just didn't want it. It was okay. Last question.
I know you're not one to consume much media, but Peyton Manning did something last week breaking down your game film. Did you get a chance to watch that, and is there anything you learned from his observations?
Yeah, I actually did watch that one. It was kind of sent over, and so watched that. And I mean, it's fun watching and listening to Peyton talk football. I mean, he obviously doesn't know our exact play calls and everything, but I mean, he's pretty spot on with how he dissects the film and talks about it. So it was pretty cool to see kind of an outsider from within our offense and organization break down what we're doing. It was cool. Thank you, guys.